upgrades for Fantasy, both upgrading. Nobilis instead is going to go for have Scourge there to take care of those science vessels. Plenty of Marines and a couple of fire bats out there for Fantasy in the middle. Fantasy could actually soon enough try to maybe push it. As soon as he has a science facility out, he can try to push into Jaedong's base, see what happens. Still SCVs going all over the place on the map, trying to scout out things. It's actually very interesting. It's a very new thing that Jaedong's doing here. He's just on 2 base. I think he's now setting down his 3rd mining base, his 3rd expansion just now. This is much faster tech. The lurkers are out much sooner. The Defiler, most of all, is going to be out much sooner than usual. I mean, he's not going to be able to keep up as huge an army for nearly as long. But, you know, if he times this perfectly, if this attack comes out at the right time, it's going to work pretty fast. So now, Fantasy's going to move out with that science vessel. Use those science vessels. That science vessel, we're going to see those lurkers. I think he used an irradiate on one of them. He's also tanks to support, as well as those medic marines groups and a couple of firebats. Siege mode is actually upgraded, so we're going to see what happens here. A couple of Scourge waiting for that science vessel just to fly right into it. The science vessel, she's going to be very careful. If that science vessel is lost, Fantasy could be in a little bit of trouble. But if the science vessel is used very well, then again, no, Fantasy is not going to push it quite yet. The Defiler is out there waiting to use the Dark Swarm to protect those Zerglings and lurkers as soon as Fantasy decides to push in. Comset now going off just to see how those lurkers are positioned. He's being very careful with the science vessel. Does not want it being taken down by Scourge. Ooh, nice tank shot going off there at the Sunken and the lurkers. So just a little flyby there with the science vessel. Just ooh, another lurker gets taken shot. And wow, look at that! Green stuff everywhere. The Queen being used to slow down everything. Why did I not see the Queen before? Wow! Everything being slowed down, and wow, the Zerglings and the lurkers around everything have been surrounding everything. All the tanks have taken down almost all the Marines. Where the heck did that Queen come from? Wow! Wow! I haven't seen Queen so long. I've completely, what was it? Ensnare or something? I completely forgot what that green goop is called that the Queen uses. I did not see that Queen. I did not see the commentary show that Queen. Now Fantasy is in seriously bad situation. He has no tanks. He lost a lot of his units there. He only has that science vessel to help out. Lucas is going to move again, but there's just not enough medic marines to really risk taking on these. Another snare going off, a bunch of slowed down medics marines. And those marines, of course, just can't run away. They have to engage. They're forced to engage with those attacks. And wow, people were asking for proper use of queens. There you have it. We bring you Lee Jaedong, and he will show you how to use a freaking queen, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, that was amazing. Medic Marines just can't run away at all, can't pick their engagement. This is what a Zerg is supposed to do. Use their speed and use their abilities to take down the speed of the enemies, to just choose where you engage. If the Zerglings can, if the Zerg player can choose where to engage, the Zerg will win in most cases. Wow. Oh, Science Vessel gets caught, gets off one irradiate on the Defiler, but gonna get caught by the Scourge. Bad micro there. 2 Dark Swarm gonna go off before that Defiler dies. And Queen just flying in, waiting, looking for something to do. That Queen gonna be a total pain. Probably gonna try to catch those Science Vessels and those that Medic Marine group again. Jeez, just threw off a parasite on one of the Science Vessels just to see where it's flying around. This is actually pretty cool. Wow, you wanted Queen, you wanted a good use of Queen. You got a good use of Queen. There we go. First person view of Jaedong. Wow, Jaedong must be pretty happy with himself right now. I mean, okay, he finally has his 3rd mining base up. I think it's been up for quite a little while. Now, engagement coming here again. Firebats and Marines on. The Marines is taken out by the Zerkers. Firebats also quickly get taken down, so pretty bad engagement there by Fantasy. Vultures a few there, and Medic Marines again going to get taken out by the Zerkers just under that. Oh, Dark Swarm. Oh, boy. I have almost no words for this. Just such a brilliant build by Jaedong. Jaedong moving. Okay, he did take a couple of those workers out. Bad worker positioning, but the workers are going to be buried now. It's probably going to take out the bunker that's waiting for it there. Science Facility also up there to detect. Science Vessel, I'm sorry. Now Fantasy again moving into the middle with Medic Marines. Dark Sword is going to meet them with the lurkers underneath. Quite a few forces are going to be met with that. Going to be taken down. Fantasy has to be very careful at this point because he has a lot of medics and Marines, and they're all very vulnerable, especially with that Queen out there. Just new threat there from Jaedong. And Jaedong now has, okay, 1 irradiate goes off on a worker, but the Zerker is still in pretty good position, trying to take down that command center. 5 lurkers just all going full on him. Oh, Marine going down there to defend, not going to be able to do anything. That command center is in fact going to go down with those workers. There's no counter to it. The command center is in serious danger. Fantasy, I don't know if Fantasy is going for a counter attack or not, but he should at this point because that's the only thing he can do. The command center is in fact going to go down. Oh, Jaedong was apparently going to maybe try to infest it, go some infested Terrans, but yeah, decided not to push it. He actually was going to try to give it a shot, but at least like make it seem like he was going to do it, but not going to happen. Here, a counterattack coming from Fantasy. A couple of Firebats, few Medic Marines. Going to be met with a Sunken, and a few Zerglings. Firebats do get taken down, so we only have left now Firebats, Medics and Marines, and they're all going to be taken down by the Zerglings and the Lurkers they're coming from. They have the Sunken still alive in there. This expansion going to stay effectively alive for Jaedong. Wow, this is amazing. This is an amazing match. This is mind-blowing. What? 6 Lurkers of Jaedong just standing outside the former natural of Fantasy, and the Queen flying around saying, "What can I do? Who I can damage?" Yeah, there we go again. Green goop on all the Marines, and they instantly get taken out by all the workers. Just a perfect use there of Queens that people just apparently not done before. I don't know if this is completely new or if people just not found it really successful use for this, but those workers going to be completely take out that. One irradiated does go off on a lurker, or no, a defiler there. A defiler is going to get off a dark swarm just on the ramp. That's going to have lurkers in position to just push up that ramp, drop shit out for Fantasy. Probably going to try to harass him, but that's not going to happen. Putting a lot of Medic Marines to that, so he's going to try to take out one of Jaedong's base, but at this point Jaedong I think has way too much an advantage. His economy went, both players' actually economies went unharassed, but because the scouts didn't go off early enough, Fantasy had no idea this was coming his way. Jaedong apparently knew that he was up against Medic Marines, and he just used this to find out. He's going to move in right now with Lurkers under Dark Swarm. He's going to slowly just take over this base. Almost nothing to defend except for Marines and a few Medics and a couple of Science Fizzles, but that's not going to be able to do anything. They're attacking everything moving in. A lot of more Lurkers moving in. Bunch of Scourge also to take out those Science Fossils to make just the Terrans completely immobile. Ooh, and a couple of Scourge going to catch the dropship. One Scourge hit. Is that dropship going to drop before that Scourge? No, it's not. Scourge hits GG coming from Fantasy, and wow. Wow. Can you give me a more epic match? Is that even possible? Holy Jehoshaphat. I want to swear so bad right now. Jaedong looking damn happy. Yeah, baby. Give everybody a high five right here. I am back, bitches. Yeah, Visan. Oh, man, I am so glad to see Jaedong in form. I am so glad to see Jaedong just hopefully coming back to form. His solid micromanagement, macromanagement, and creativity just all coming together there. I would actually not be surprised at all if they sent Jaedong to the ace match, because I think that would just be awesome. Jaedong obviously on the roll. That game was a very good warm-up, and I think if you just let him ride this, I think they should let him ride this. He's probably full of confidence right now, finally winning a game. He's been slumping very badly. Fantasy put up a pretty good fight. He put up a good standard play, but he got caught by a build he did not expect at all. Slowed down Terrans. Getting caught by lurkers, man, that's just brutal right there. Kingdom gonna write down some information there. Jaedong obviously very happy. So yeah, this was an awesome match. I have almost no words. Just superior creativity and magnificent micromanagement and just tactics by Jaedong there. Totally took out Fantasy. So yeah, look forward to the ace match. I'm gonna duel that with Nuke. That's coming up soon too. Thanks everybody. Thanks for watching. Good game.